5,999 of them have been to girls.
So Clinton Wells is going to start on the ground here.
He's got a bit of bandaging on that knee, on both knees, I think.
We did joke at the start of the year that he'll end up at the end of the year being a mummy. That much bandage on him.
Quickly, boys. Anyone changing their decision of points?
The only thing I'll change is the margin.
Yeah, I'd bump mine up a little bit.
Yeah, bumping it up.
Oh, Wally was quick to jump.
Yeah, he's jumped. He's just done it. He's back in the middle. Start thanks to GJ Gardner-Holmes. Up they go. Davis knocks it down. Oh, and thrown over the top there was Keris. And we will have Herbison showing his strength in the middle. Been pretty good for South Barwon.
Terrific player.
Leads easily as the ball comes down. Keris wrapped up in a tackle again by Herbison. And we'll go through all of that again.
Yeah, he's tough around the middle, Herbie.
Yeah. Up they go. Davis wins it this time. Throwing a boot at it was Keris. Missed the footy for St Joseph's. At ground level. Loose ball comes out. Raidme to Herbison. Goes with a wobbly old barrel, but he finds his mate in Dan Roy. Dan Roy, the cowboy, got it at centre half forward. Pumps his South Barwon team into the forward pocket, but into the on-ballers there for St Joseph's. And loud roar there, obviously, for the on-baller who dropped that, I would suggest.
It's going to be thrown in. Forward pocket for South Barwon. Holgren to go up against Fort.
Important first goal for South Barwon. Just keep him in touch. This game's still very much alive, lads. Even though you blokes are flat.
The king to the scoring end, South Barwon, that's for sure.
You're not going to give up on that.
Down the slope.
Downhill and wind.
So it's wrapped up in the ball on the half-forward flank for South Barwon. The umpire says give it.
Was I just talking about myself? Downhill and wind?
I don't know. I thought you were out walking. Yeah. So it's gone back. It's going to be balled up. Thrown up here, the umpire. Fort versus Holgren. Fort just taps over the back. Didn't go very far.
He's gone.
Taken by,
he's gone.
He's a good tackler there, young Nick Dixon, isn't he?
He is.
Strong tackle.
Against Keris. Oh, there's a wrestle on in the goal square between Wells and Carson it was. Comes out the back to Mars. Roy, can he kick an inspirational goal? He decides to give it across to Doubledom, who in turn pops it through the minor sticks.
So point to South Barwon, and they go to 3-5. That's the first score since quarter time.
Just quickly around the grounds for the Gateway Hotel, Port Arlington got a 2-goal lead early over Drysdale in the BFL.
Ooh, wow. Gee whiz.
Early days.
Yeah, but it measures in the goal square, goes wide, one-handed on that occasion does Mitch Herbison, doesn't pull the mark in for South Barwon, trying to crash his way through. The umpire's watching him, he's got him. He's pinged.
You called that he tried to crash his way through.
Yep. Free kick to Holgren, who gets just pushed as he kicks it. Reaching up in front of Tommy Stewart. That's the medal winner, of course. The ball goes long, bouncing ball. Paliuris picks it up, tries to get it forward, and then he's knocked over the ball. Knocked over the boundary line. Sorry, trying to read what's going on in the Kicks FM truck.
Just a bit going on here at the back, but we're all sorted.
It's the groupies.
Now.
That's the issue, isn't it? It's the groupies.
No, we're sorted.
Yep.
So half-foot flank in front of the balls, in front of the scoreboard, and that says the 40-wing scoreboard. St Joseph 7-2-42 leading.
No, just good work.
South Barwon 3-5-23.
No, well, that's it. That's what we've got to do.
Bit of encouragement. Got to pump each other's tires.
I like that. Encourage me, but don't need to touch me, Milky.
As Fisher sees the ball over the boundary line, and free kick to Brady Jackman. Not sure what happened there. We were too busy laughing at your gags, Tonks. Jackman pumps St Joseph's into attack. Ball goes over the back. Tommy Stewart, the ex-medal winner. It comes out the back by hand on that occasion. Loose ball, top of the square. 2-on-1 here. Measures is up there for St Joseph. Dishes off to Williams. Round the body he goes! Could that be the East Fruit Market?
No, he's missed it.
Nah,
he's missed it.
He snapped it too far.
East Fruit Market, point of the day.
You know what, though?
Too far.
The kick from Foss in the far pocket there, back across the face, that deserved a goal.
It was a good
that
kick,
was brilliant. The vision was brilliant there. Some players would blaze away and try and snap a miracle goal, but I
actually think he tried to have a shot.
He's been terrific today, Hayden Foss.
He has. Tommy Stewart brings it in, looking for Davis there. He just had to punch because he was behind Holgren. Comes out the back, goes to Fort. Fort, quick hands, didn't quite work. Well backed up though and kicked there by Fort, and it goes out of bounds in front of Lovick. Wing, right in front of
So South Barwon have their 2 ruckmen out in the ground.
They have.
They've thrown. Looks like they've thrown Darcy Fort forward.
The crowd, the rain stopped, boys, and the crowd spread a little bit now, so you get a bit of an idea of how many people were stacked underneath that pavilion veranda as Hultgren knocks it to ground. Picked up by Raidme for South Barwon. He dishes over to Robson. He's dispossessed. Ball comes out to Reed Adams. Bit of an up and under kick. Up he goes, Williams! Oh!
Nice mark.
Nice mark. I think he's got
That's
it
a
so far.
jingo.
Jingo, it's bingo. Goes Williams, spears the pass in. Might have got a little bit excited there. And Reece Woods chops it off for South Barwon. Goes to the outer side. Finds his mate in Richards. Tries to flex his muscles, Richards. He's been in the gym a little bit. Some of those blokes look at themselves in the mirror and they think they're in my league. Not a chance. And we'll have a throw in, outer side.
What are you
Pointing
pointing
at something, Wally. What are you pointing at?
Just the umpire was stretching like...
There were some interesting stretches, weren't there?
my God. I thought it was Cable Guy.
So it's going to be thrown in on the wing here. And it's up goes Davis versus Hultgren. Davis has pushed Hultgren out of the way, and the umpire says exactly the same thing and says, "You're free. Take that, Reece."
What? Having trouble getting off him.
So Reece Hultgren, he's kicked 2 goals in this game, and he's got the ball on the wing for St Joseph's. They lead this one by 22 points on the 40-wing scoreboard. Kicks it to the pocket. Tried to find it, coming through beautifully, picked up there, and kicking a great goal for St Joseph's.
Haynes, I think.
Was
Nah, it was Hickey.
Alex Hickey, and that was great play.
Good finish on the left.
Yep. That's
his second.
East Fruit Market. Be right up there.
Oh, definitely with
Bunches
the
of bananas
conditions.
there.
Read it
East
well,
Fruit
didn't he?
Market, good old-fashioned service.
That's it.
Trent Richards will be a little bit annoyed with that. Milky just trailed his man in then when that ball, he wasn't goal side of him and was just caught ball watching a little bit. Allowed his man to get goal side of the contest.
So for 40 winks, St Joseph's 8-3-51 lead South Barwon 3-5-23. Is it starting to get a bit ugly now?
It is. Up goes Davis. He gets a hand on it. Only as far as Adams. Ducking under that tackle was Herbison, who got it high, I think. Yes, it is Herbison. Herbison gets around 1, gets around 2, then gets it on that left boot of his, goes wide to Fisher. That'd nearly be enough for him, wouldn't it? If they get Herbison to Fisher, they get a goal from there. Both got a couple of good legs on them. Right underneath the St Joseph's coaches box, they'd be reasonably happy with what's happened so far, as Hultgren done a very, very good job. Knocks it down only as far as Daniel Robson for South Barwon, and it goes over the boundary line. We will have a throw-in.
I think Wally touched on it early. South Barwon were all over him in the first quarter and didn't really convert enough with the conditions. It was pouring rain. Tapped out by Davis. Only as far as South Barwon there, but the umpire can't make out who's at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire says, either can I'll ball it up.
Interestingly for South Barwon, Tommy Mars has spent a lot of time forward, hasn't really had too much of a run on the ball. He has just come back from overseas and perhaps lacking some fitness.
So it's on the wing here. It's balls into spews. They all try and get loose. Eventually Herbison bullocks his way through, but he's wrapped up, and the umpire says, no, give it to me again, and we'll try and get this out.
He's had a very good start to this quarter, Herbison.
He has.
And right amongst it, as they go again, Davis jumps high, knocks it down, only as far as the opposing ruckman in Hultgren. Little short kick was that Ferguson who kicked that forward. Ball finishes up back in the Hultgren territory. Hands come out into the hands of Dixon.
Free.
Umpire blows the whistle. Free kick going back to Dixon.
He's had a good day.
He has. Very good day.
His direct opponent, Rees, has been pretty good also, mind you, boys.
Yeah. So Nick Dixon for South Barwon, just quick hands, gives it off to Richards. Richards kicks it long inside 50, but Lovick and Capra just leading the ball out of bounds.
Did it go on the full?
Yeah,
I think it did. Yep.
Went out of bounds, so resulting free to Daniel Lovick. Just kicks it in short, looking for a pass.
Oh,
but Raiden just takes a nice one-hander.
Very clever.
He'll boot it forward. He's got Wells and Carson down there. It's a four-pack, and somewhere is that Fort?
That's Fort.
Yep, that's Fort.
Fort's taking an absolute ripper.
Oh, marking that down. I don't think he's got Williams covered.
Contested
but,
mark.
Yeah, good pack, Mark. 4 pairs of hands up there.
And we just mentioned Fort too. Gave David Hale a bit of a touch-up last week in the VFL.
7
We've had
marks last week. Darcy Ford opposed to David Hale.
Right.
Interesting.
Where do they spend their time, these kids?
That's terrific. Well, I can tell you that was a clever mark.
That was a good mark.
He had Wells and Carson in that same contest. So
he comes in 10 metres out, kicks it from about 30. Could have gone in a lot closer, but it doesn't matter because it's gone through the middle. So kick it from wherever you want, Darcy.
Yeah,
he took 2 steps and kicked it.
Yeah, the one thing is he's about 8 metres tall. You'd reckon the big string of duck poo. Have a look at him.
Now I'm just going back to the prediction. So if South Barwon were to lose this game, then James has got no more goals for South Barwon.
I think there's
one goal after half time is the call.
I think he wants the rain to start falling.
Start of the third quarter
that scoring end, it's going to kill me.
Definitely will. 22 points they lead this St Joseph's.
As it comes knocked out by Davis, down as far as Dixon, but it's repelled here by St Joey's. Into attack goes Reese, tumbling ball in the forward pocket, leading in the race. Oh, he's just about dispossessed, but that was Riley Ferguson. And, it was Kerris. And the ball is given across to the boundary for a throw-in. 22.5 metres around from the St Joseph's goal. Boundary umpire throws it in, spinning ball. Up they go. Davis almost pushed out of that tunnel just about. I nearly said that too, Tonks. And the ball in dispute from that throw-in. The stacks on the mill. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll just we'll toss it up. 30 out from the St Joseph's goal. They lead on the 40-week scoreboard, 8-3-51 to South Barwon, 4-5-29.
Reese trying to work his way through the pack there. Couldn't quite get through as they're all trying to pick the ball up here, but umpire's got no choice. He's going to have to ball this one up. They keep trying, but it's still in that forward pocket for St Joseph's here.
You can see by the intensity here that very important 5 or 10 minutes for both sides, really, but inside 50 so far. St Joey's 5, South Barwon 4 for the quarter.
And again, the umpire threw it up and it just stacks on. Eventually comes out. Tom Stewart got a kick away. Kicks long, looking for the Wells. Carson's all over him. Comes to Ford. Didn't know what to do with it. Finally gets the handball off. Looking for Wells. Wells forced his way through. Comes out wide. He's got a runner, and that's Reese Woods. Reese Woods drives it forward at the back of the pack here. Herbison could have taken it. He read it so well. Kick was perfect. Just dropped what he should have taken then, I feel.
Absolutely.
McCullough was all Little Torre was right on him, but could have easily taken that. 10 metres out from goal and it's rushed through for a behind.
It's a pretty good entry from Reese Woods. He just had just enough depth on the kick then to favour his teammate.
Love it. Kicks to himself. And he gains probably 15 metres and now kicks it outside 50 as he brings it back in. Great mark, nearly. I would have nearly paid that to Robson, but taken by Foss. Foss kicks it wide. Don't know who he was looking for because Stewart is there by himself. Stewart takes it. Little hands, gives it across to that Ethan Baker, but his kick's not that good and goes to St Joseph's and he'll drive it forward looking for Carson. Scarlett just works his way, thumped it over out of bounds, didn't quite make it. Williams at the bottom of the pack, in walks and grabs the ball I can't make out that. Was that Darcy Hanson? Kicked a long kick and it's out of the bounce on the wing here.
Just quickly around the grounds for the Gateway Hotel, Port Arlington 3-4-22 to Drysdale, 1 behind. 20 minutes gone in the first quarter there.
Good start from Port.
Absolutely, as the ball's in the outer wing, we'll have a throw-in. 21-point margin here in the favour of St Joseph's. Spinning ball, Capra it is for St Joseph's. Knocks it down. Robson, dispossessed. Good hands there by Benny Raidmere, just between his opponent's legs. Out the back it comes to Palioris. He's wrapped up in a tackle straight away. The umpire says you got him too high. Free kick to Kieran Palioris. St Joseph's captain.
8 touches in the VFL last week, Milky.
He's all over it, the buzz. Goes down the line. Oh!
Happy with that, Mark.
Davis over the top of the pack.
Palais bingo.
Palais by Jingo. It's bingo and kicks it like a pumpkin. Off the deck goes Measures. Measures kicks off the deck forward. Good work there by Brady Jackman. Punches it forward, off laying on his guts. He gives it across to Davis. Davis has spot Paul Carson. He manages to keep his feet. Has he got hand there for hands? Gee, that was hard to spit out. Carson goes around the body ring. He's got it.
What finish.
Great goal.
East Fruit Market.
2.
He's got a couple.
That's 2 to Carson.
That was an East Fruit Market goal of the day.
For the 40-wing scoreboard.
They had him with numbers there, Haints. I couldn't spit it out at the time, but Haints, whatever his name is, but he was there to help him, and the numbers won out on that one.
The old bottle of sauce.
St Joey's 9-3-57, leading South Barwon again by 27 points.
Got a heckler in the background here.
4-6-30.
It was good heckle, though.
Yeah,
Good heckle.
Yeah.
Just call him back.
Yeah.
Just quickly around the grounds, again for the Gateway Hotel and the Jetty FL, Inverleigh have made a fast start against Belpost Hill, 26-10 late in the first quarter.
Back in the middle, Capra up against Davis. Davis, the umpire's called a free off the ball, and it's going to be holding, and it's going to go to Jordan Kerris. Kerris got a lead from McCullough, finds him and honours it in front of Stewart. McCullough goes on his right boot. He's got even further out wide there, and it's another mark to St Joseph's.
It's Foss.
It's Foss. Foss had not a bad game. He's kicked
Had
2
plenty of
goals. Foss just go in, chipped it short, and he finds his teammate in Reed Adams.
See the ball's dried up, boys. There's
Yeah.
not a hope in hell they'll
That was a
catch those.
fingertip of that one.
And Adams has got it over in front of the scoreboard in the netball courts, and he's too far out, I would have thought, to kick the goal. Tough angle.
He likes his chances.
He does. It's a tough angle. He's not too far out because he's made it. Just missed.
Oh,
He had an area there.
that was just about the first area.
I think that's what they were.
Yeah, he's just tipped it. Or he's just hit it.
Davis has had a poor couple of minutes here. That kick in the centre of the ground, and now that.
So it's out of bounds. Forward pocket for St Joseph's. Thrown in. David McCullough was the only person that went up there. Tapped it straight down and kicked by.
Measures.
That was Measures. Could have really snaffled a goal then, but missed it.
Snaffled.
Point. Snaffled.
Snaffled.
Hard to use.
Snagglepuss.
Hard to use the word snaffled.
Yeah, it is. Darcy Hanson kicks to himself, then pumps it long. Love it. Good judgment there. Just read Fisher under the ball and took a good solid mark. Centre wing.
Gee, isn't much better condition for the players now. It's sticky ball.
Pumps it forward. Up they go. Oh, good mark.
Wow.
Good mark.
Who's that? That is actually mark of the day so far, I would say. That is the Palais Bingo.
Is that Haynes?
I reckon it's Hickey.
That was
But what a very, very good pack mark. And the only reason we didn't call it is we can't, too far away, can't work out who it is.
It's Hickey, yeah.
It's Hickey. What a very, very good mark. In he comes. 10 metres closer than Reed Adams to have a shot on goal. Distance will not be a problem. And accuracy neither. Straight through the middle for his third.
That is a great mark and great goal. And on the 40-wing scoreboard, Wal.
Joey's tick over to 8-4-64.
Tried to ping you then, Wally.
Leading South Barwon 4-6-30, Ian.
It's even, try 10-4. 64.
Well, what's up?
You missed a couple there.
Right, no,
10-4-64. They lead by 34 points. They're in front now, St Joseph's.
yes.
And that was a good passage, a good 5 minutes St Joseph had here. Back in the middle, Holcton, he goes up against Fort. Holcton probably won that end, won the ground ball as well. Kicked it forward. Great pick up from Foss. Gives it off to Williams. They're running now, St Joseph.
Don't argue.
Yes.
Williams goes on with his left boot. Good defence from Scarlett. He's got the ball down. He tries to force his way through, but umpire might bring it in and he says, give it to me. 20 metres out from the St Joey's goal.
Scarlett just crunched Palioris on the ground
he
there.
did too, didn't he?
Let him know he was there.
Ball up. 20 out, up they go. Fort knocks it down. Far as Dan Roy, but it's pitched by Foss. Foss round the body. Oh, that would have got the old a lifetime supply of fruit, I reckon, if Foss had to kick that one. He's kicked, that's his first minor score, 2-1.
Tell you what, ever since Mitch Herbison dropped that mark in the forward 50 when South Barwon had a little bit of momentum, everything has gone St Joey's way. You just never know if he holds that and goes back and kicks it. Just never know.
Good call.
What we do know is Hansen kicked it to himself, then kicked it long
got a good
down
boot
the
on
ground. Has got a good leg, hasn't he? And Lovick couldn't hang on, and the ball goes over the boundary line.
Thrown in wing opposite to the Kicks FM 89.3 van. Right across furthest away it could be. And it's going to be Holcton. Takes the front position, but Fort tries to push through. Comes away. St Joseph's trying to push their way through. Hall picks it up, and the umpire says advantage as he was getting tackled.
No.
As he was getting tackled. I don't know about that being advantage, ump. And he says, no, keep going with it. So it comes out. Eventually comes to Tommy Mars. Gives handballs inboard to Hall. Hall kicks long. Punched forward by Lever. The bottom of the pack, Raidme. He's not going to be beaten there by Latore, is he? And the umpire says no. It comes out the back to Woods. Woods, wrapped up, well wrapped
Oh,
up.
he got sucked in there. The umpire here watched
Yeah,
him. He
I
just
watched
threw
that.
the head back, Reece Woods.
Different umpire paid it.
Got sucked in.
Bad decision.
Yeah.
Good tackle, that one.
Yeah, but anyway.
Could have almost pinged him also in that one. He tried to take it on, faked the handball.
It's going to
Yeah,
go to
back there.
Reece Woods, 40 metres out from goal, directly in front,
He better miss because I can't afford him to kick another goal.
kicking to the scoring
I hope
end.
he falls short.
Yeah, Alex Hickey a bit stiff there. It was a good tackle, I thought.
Comes in, Reece Woods, 40 metres out. Goes close to Alex Hickey on the mark, just chips
Touched.
it.
It was smothered.
It was smothered,
Yeah.
was it?
Touched off the mark.
Good
Goes
work,
out of bounds.
Yeah, good work by Hickey on the mark.
Went way
Cheers
too
for that
close
one.
to him. Way too close to him.
Still plenty of feeling. Dan Royce throwing his weight around at the top of the square. Lots of pushing and shoving. Dixon, he's just had a nappies and he's throwing his weight around. Over it comes out of the top. Goes Lever, knocks it down into the hands of Doubledom, and we'll have a ball up. Not a bad guess there for Doubledom. I didn't have a clue it was him, and it just turned out, though, it got lucky.
Well done.
Free kick for...
To Roy
Off the footy, obviously.
Yeah.
against Capra.
Bit of holding.
Muster, yep.
He's not happy.
Yeah.
Look who's not happy. Joe Root's
Yeah.
not happy.
Be nice if he hit the post, I reckon.
No, he should kick this Dan Roy. He's got a free from about 20 metres. He'll be kicking straight in front.
Need it too.
And South Barwon do definitely need this goal. They've only got 4 for the afternoon. Kicks it and kicks their fifth. So Dan Roy kicks his first for the afternoon and South Barwon's fifth. They go on to the 40-wing scoreboard, 5-6-36. Trailing St Joseph's 10-5,
He's good, Wally, isn't
65.
he? He's good, Wally.
He's not bad.
Yeah,
eh?
he's good. No. Did anyone see it? Was it a hold or a block or what was it?
He signalled holding the umpire.
Okay.
Didn't see the actual incident.
Missed that myself as well. But, much needed goal there to South Barwon to have any chance of staying in this match.
And he stayed down forward too, Dan Roy. He's out of the centre square. They've got Matthew Scarlett is playing in the middle of the ground now.
He's playing
There you
with...
go, throw his body around.
Already
a bit,
given
I reckon,
Keris a bit of an elbow. He's probably letting him know
Gonna
what
crash through here.
leave my club, son. As Hultgren goes early, doesn't get a hand on it. In there's Fort at ground level there. Was that Atkins trying to crash his way through for St Joseph's? And the umpire says, give it to me. Yeah, it was
Just
Tommy
another
Atkins.
mention for the Gateway Hotel. Port 5-1 in the first quarter.
Oof,
Ooh,
as
yeah.
Fort knocks it clear. But a good pick up there by Brady Jackman. His game's been pretty good too. Peels it back between his legs as Scarlett is sitting on his backside trying to dish out the footy, but the umpire says, give it to me, guys. That's going nowhere. We'll have a ball up back right in the centre of this ground. Important time for South Barwon. Fort wins it. Atkins round the body. Palioris just front spot. Takes the mark. He's got Joey McCullough wide and off. Takes a good mark.
Good mark at full pace.
Haven't called him much, Joey. Needs to lift. I think you mentioned he didn't do much the last time we did him in the first half and smashed him in the last.
There was a bit of look at me time in that game the other week too. I reckon we could be on for a bit of it here too.
Yeah,
You'll slot it and turn to the fans and say, how about that?
I think they missed David Fawkes, the former captain. He's over in London. Comes in, does Joey. And they love it. Joey, now watch him. Watch the reaction.
Pretty
Yeah, does the
subdued,
little
isn't it?
fist pump. Little
Yeah.
fist pump from Joey.
Just flexing the guns for the crowd, showing
Yeah.
off in front of the netballers, I reckon.
It's a nice goal.
And on the 40-wing scoreboard, that takes St Joseph's to 11-5-71
Well done.
to South Barwon 5-6-36.
And should we mention GJ Gardner Holmes, locally built, locally owned.
Great friends of the broadcast team. And apparently, if we do a really good job, we all get a free house.
So we're back in the middle. Holgren giving away a lot of centimetres. Doesn't quite. Tries his best in the middle there. Coming through, trying to crash his way through was Robson. Dan Roy's in there. But the umpire says, nah, give it to me. And I'll ball it up
Just
again.
gone about 21 minutes in this quarter too.
Perfect.
So I'll
that a
correct
guess?
that, 23.
Ford taps it out. Goes as far.
Oh, it's a
running.
good hit.
It was a good hit as Joseph's trying to work their way back into their forward line. Coming through was Raidme. He's got some pace. Ben Raidme kicks on his boot. Wells versus Carson. Clears them both. Could have bounced through. It will, but for a behind.
Behind to raid me.
Slightly behind play there. Yeah, Dan Roy fixed up Paul Dreyer, a ripper. Nice, solid hit.
Bounced back, though, the young kid, which was good to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight up on
and
his feet.
It was all fair as well.
Yep.
Elbow tucked in.
As Measures just kicks to himself, decides he can take on the old fella in Wells. Goes out wide. Oh, big fly there. Fort, did he get it on the second grab? I think he did. So decides to pumps and South Barwon back into attack. Wells, one-on-one. Free kick, 3 blokes onto him, umpire.
You would have thought so.
Jeepers, as Measures takes it over the boundary line. You can't face your opponent. That's a free kick straight away.
Play on.
Oh,
No, it was play on, mate. It wasn't in the marking contest, or it was after the marking contest.
gee.
It was one-on-one.
It was Tommy Stewart to be a bloody mark. I know that.
Thrown in. No one went for it. Nearly would come to Ryan Williams, who tried to pick it up, didn't. Dan Roy gives a little chip to Raidme. Got a bit of time. Raidme just kicks it high and just goes through for another behind to South Barwon as they're peppering the goals here. They get a 5-8-38, trailing St Joseph's 11-5, 71.
Little kick from Measures across to Dale Carson. He goes down the line to Lovick, nearly knocks him out. And
Falcon, you reckon?
I reckon it was a Falcon. And we'll have a throw in.
Nearly ate it.
Yeah, it's a cream puff. It's all over him. Spinning ball coming back into play. Up they go. Fort gives away front spot, but still manages to get the tap down. Goes to Atkins, I think that is, and it was wrapped up by Scarlett. And that was Keris, I'm sorry, but he was wrapped up by Scarlett, and we will have another. There's no love for this Keris, this poor Jordan Keris. None of them like him.
A little bit of movement on top of the AL Russell Pavilion for the flags, well. Just a little bit of movement, well.
Maybe they're drying out.
The pole's on an angle on the slope there, you'll see. Downhill down that end.
Speed it up it goes again. At ground level, trying to crash his way through on that occasion was Adams, I think, from St Joseph's.
Just trying to think what South Barwon can do to get themselves back into this match. Darcy Fort's starting to look pretty prominent in the air, but they need 2 of them. He's been good in the ruck, and when he went down forward, he took that mark.
Gee whiz. Adams trying to crash his way through. I reckon he's pinged him.
Yep.
And that
Siddle. Just
looking deep in the pocket of who he's got to give it to. If he wants to give it to Fisher because he can thump it, but Siddle decides he'll pass it to the top of the square. Up they go. Holtgren doesn't mark it. Wells gets it on the second attempt. Gets it on his boot. Carson gets away with the try to get away with the. Don't argue. He's in trouble here.
You got to pin him there.
The umpire says no. Play on. As stacks on right inside the goal square. Gee whiz,
you can't go to fend off and not get away.
He went to stiff arm.
Dale Carson was in a lot of trouble.
Nick Dixon
Very lucky.
No. Comes back. Lever went up, but it's just punched over for behind. No free kick for just punching over behind.
You're crackly-ackly.
Been crackly for a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Great, those Measures in the goal square. Goes to Ryan Williams, takes the mark, gets quickly to his feet.
Dan Roy just makes him earn that then.
Williams finds Latore right here in front of the Kicks FM bus, gives it over to Adams. Adams, probably not a great pass, finds out Darcy Hanson. Was that? No, that's not Hanson, is it?
Yes.
It is. Big Darce. Goes long, down, tries to... almost taking a mark there was Lever. Measures. Fists it over the boundary line, and we will have a throw-in. As we've got a few technical issues here. Some would say it's a great thing that Tonks is finally off the air, but anyway. Going to have a throw-in right next to the Kicks 89.3 truck. Umpire says there's a hold there against Fort to Holtgren.
Reckon he's plucked something from nothing there, the umpire.
He's toiled away beautifully, Holtgren, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. I've been very impressed with his game. Given away lots of centimetres. Up goes Joey McCullough. Can't take the mark. Round the body goes Doubledom. And he's kicked. Latore tries to pick it up. Hickey with a left round the body. Foster's the target. Good fist away on that occasion by Siddle. And he thumps it over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in.
Back, Milky.
You're back. He's back. And just try and put the microphone in front of your mouth is always a good idea, Tonks. That's what I've found.
I thought it was there, Milky, but a few little.
Does that mean Buzz is gone? We get no more.
Yeah, Buzz gone.
Stuff coming from the old Buzz.
He's gone.
He gone.
Thrown in on the wing. Tapped out by Fort. Coming through for South Barwon. Who is that? Baker? No.
Hanson had it in his hands.
Hanson.
40 Winks scoreboard. Joey's 11-5-71. South Barwon 5-8-38.
Well done, Walt. Taps out the back. Comes out the back, and this time it's Herbison. Tries to force his way through. Spun around. He had to be holding the ball then, umpire. Great tackle, and resulting free will go to Jackson Davis.
He almost did the 720 there.
He did, Davis.
Look at
He's got
Herbison.
no one on the mark. He could go forward, and he does. Runs his way, kicks it just short, looking for a pass. Finds. Great defence from Tommy Stewart.
You got to throw in though. That's an absolute belter of a kick from Jacko Davis there.
It was a beautiful kick, but just most would have marked it. Most would have marked it, but Tom Stewart all over it, wasn't he?
Was he? Good fist. Yes, good fist as it comes out there from Jolly Edwards, I think, kicked that out. And where is... Still waiting. Reese Woods goes down the line. Oh, running under it. Didn't quite... Mars at the back of the pack didn't get the kick.
I'm just watching off the footy, boys. Geordie Keris is under a lot of physical pressure from the South Barwon
They're
players.
giving it to him.
34 points on the 40 Winks scoreboard. Late in the third quarter, as St Joseph's through Williams gives off the handball. Ball just travels out towards Foss. Foss on a far wing, well smothered by Robson. I don't know if it come off his head.
Looked a bit like it.
And it's gone back out of bounds just in front of the South Barwon bench. They need to find something here to have any chance.
So it's a spinning ball, in it comes. Davis gets a hand to it, then out the back it goes. Trying to crash his way through on that occasion was Davis, in fact, and we'll have another ball up.
So it's just settled at the moment of the game.
It has, yep.
Just a score update for you, Milky. Brought to you by the Gateway Hotel, Collingwood. Got a 1-goal lead over Essendon early.
Oh, okay. I thought it was bad news.
No, we're looking after you.
Ball goes out of bounds right in front of the 40 Winks scoreboard, showing St Joseph's in front by 34 points. Again, late in the third, gets thrown in. Davis wins the tap in front of Holtgren. Just taps it right to the front, trying to force his way through for South Barwon. Can't get through, and it's Raven at the bottom of that pack, and the umpire says, no, give it to me.
It's almost as if they're playing for the three-quarter time, these boys. It's just really not going anywhere, this footy.
No.
We are approaching about 30 minutes too, so there shouldn't be a lot there.
Davis again wins the tap, and again just at the bottom of the pack, and again the umpire says, I'll ball it up again.
They're in their dough today, the umpies, aren't they?
They might as well ring the siren right now.
Yep.
Nothing's happened in the last couple of minutes.
Who's got the highest margin, by the way, for the winning margin?
My 38 the highest?
Yep.
It might be. I think it might be home.
Hey.
But I think you're no goals after half time, or 1 goal after half time shot.
It's only 2, so I'm not far off.
Davis, that is on this occasion, Jackson Davis and Joey's overruns it. Umpire blows a whistle for a trip.
South Barwon.
Free kick. And the
Dixon, is it?
Yeah, I think it is Dixon.
He's had a great day.
He's had a good day, very good day. As it goes to Dan Roy. Oh, spin 360 on the backside. Goes to Paliuris. He dishes off the handball to Williams. Williams, good pick up. Gets around. Does he give off the ball? He does. Paliuris, the umpire said, you were too slow, son. And we will have a free kick there to Cal Doubledam. Had a win in the cricket grand final too, I think, this Cal Doubledam, didn't he? Captained the cricket premiership side, yes. So he's had a good as the hooter goes. And at three-quarter time on the 40 Winks scoreboard, it's St Joseph's. They lead 11-6-72 over South Barwon. 5 goals, 8-38. Back to start this last quarter. GJ Gardner-Holmes very, very happy with what's going on so far this year. I feel I have him led to believe that I'm doing an excellent job and the rest of you got a bit to improve on. So start this final quarter.
Tom Stewart, full forward for South Barwon.
Just did notice that. Just took the words out of my mouth as Fort goes over the top. Williams at ground level picks it up, gives it across to Davis. Ball goes, Raidme gets a hand to it, can't quite mark it for South Barwon. Going through is McCool, a bit of soccer style there. Gives it across to Williams again. He gets it out to Hickey. Hickey a little kiv across to Atkins. Atkins puts it on his foot to Paliuris. Paliuris gets around like he's standing still, doubled him, and just an easy peasy goal there.
Wow, there's a lot of class in that, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Beautiful goal.
A lot of class. And Ryan Williams with 2 early touches for Josephs in this quarter, and he has just nudged out his teammates for the medal at this stage.
Let's just see, because
Surely we couldn't.
surely we should pick it, but we don't get a say in it.
So St Joseph's on the Geelong Harley Davidson scoreboard. They kicked the first blood of the last quarter. Someone got their clock going. So we've
Got
done.
about
look at
50
this.
seconds.
Well, what he's trying to do is he's going to stall because he was
No,
going to read out the stall.
12-6.
Wasn't it? It hasn't ticked over
Come on, Wallace.
He's
12-6-84 there, Wally. To 5-9-39. Dan Roy's got it in the middle. Handballs across. Can South Barwon go forward through Tommy Mars? He got a good pace there. Looks for Tommy Stewart, but intercepting was Lovick again. Lovick's got Williams, who started this quarter very well. So Ryan Williams got a lot of space on the wing. Kicks it in front. Just hopefully Paul Carson run onto it. McCullough, he's got it. Handballs across. It'll be kicked forward. And Palioris is in front of Doubleton again. But it's gone out of bounds.
There's some wheels. Aren't they those wheels Benny rode me? Right here.
Oh, they're a beautiful wheel, aren't they?
Fantastic.
They're a high boot, too.
Yeah, they are too. They're old-fashioned.
They're the old school.
Ankle boot.
Wow.
As it's thrown in. Half-forward flank for St Joseph's. Tapped out. It comes to the bottom of the pack, trying to work his way through with Dale Carson. He's tackled well, and it's going to be balled up. It's actually Brent Hayes. I wonder why Dale Carson was down there for a second.
And that was Hayden Foss who just pumped it inside 50 for Joey's, and he's the other nomination at this stage.
Absolutely. Probably one of the better games I've seen him play in quite a while. As Mars for South Barwon. Round the body he goes to Fisher. Just hangs on to Lovick. Does very well. Brady Jackman's been pretty good for Joey's as well. He goes across to
Reece.
Davis. Gets it across to Reese. Right in front of the Kicks FM. Box. Goes towards goal. I reckon he's got it.
It's over the pack.
Great goal.
Cleared them all.
Great goal.
That had to be touched, didn't it? But
Great goal. Could it be?
Brenton,
It's
could it?
Fruit Market. A
Oh,
long way out.
good old-fashioned service, and that's what he got on the end of that. Was Brenton Reese was just on the end of some good old-fashioned service.
So
It's just a matter of how far now, St Joseph's, I believe.
Just quickly around the grounds for the Gateway Hotel. Belmont Lions are giving Cry a touch-up in the JDFL. Inverleigh still over Goalpost Hill, and North Geelong getting the job done against Anarchy.
It's good work. Good work for Inverleigh there. It's number one ticket holder for who? There's 48 clubs in this area. It comes over the back. Paul Carson dishes it off to Robson. Comes out to Williams. Good quick hands. Across to Jackson Davis. Bouncing ball. Palioris ducks under the Doubleton, but Doubleton wraps him up. Reese comes and wraps him up. We've got Stacks on the mill. Umpire Salkling. And we'll have a ball up right on the paint.
I don't know if
50 arc.
I like that matchup, Doubleton and
No,
Palioris.
that was a good comeback from Doubleton.
He
though,
was then, but he led him to the ball
He did.
quite easily.
But after that first effort, it looked ominous, you're right.
So on the Geelong Harley Davidson scoreboard, St Joseph's 84 lead, South Barwon 39, and the umpire's paid a free. What was that one, Wal?
He's taken the legs. The second time for the match that's
the old,
been paid.
the old tongue.
Whatever you call that.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it.
Yeah,
A slide or...
Trying to grab the footy. All he did was reached in to grab the footy. And
Reece Holtron got the resulting free.
Now, if he slots this has got to be a contender.
He's kicking right on the 50 on the boundary line. Kicks it to the top of the square. He's got just kicked it
Missed
skinny.
by a lot.
Kicked
It
it
looked
skinny.
good early, didn't it?
he's missed it, but he's continued his good work. He's been solid
Very
all
happy.
day.
Very happy with his game.
Kicked 2 goals, 1 for the afternoon so far. This is brought in by South Barwon. Comes in the pocket to Darcy Hanson. He goes wide, looking for the lead from Baker, but it's going to beat Tommy Marzo. And out of bounds, right in front of that 89.3 Kicks FM van.
Yep, this is how we get our kicks, boys, isn't it? As the ball comes about to be thrown in. Gee, they're bright boots on Dan Roy too. Have a look at them. As the ball comes in, Fort wins it, knocks it down to the said player and gets a free kick, does Dan Roy.
Saw the boots.
Saw the boots. Right in front of us here. He's got Tommy Stewart leading and he's ignored him at this stage. Little chip kick, he goes over the top to Robson. Robson doesn't give it back to him. The old 1-2. Dan Roy, the cowboy, goes, kicks a big mongrel floater into the forward 50.
Hard to kick.
He gets it across to Herbison. Williams in turn across to Lovick. Little up and down kick. Measures, overruns it. Crashing his way through there is Reece Woods. I think he's hurt himself. And we'll get a free kick.
So St Joseph's leading this one at the moment. Start of the last quarter, early in the last quarter. 46 points there in front as Reece Woods drives it forward, looking for Wells. Goes up.
Oh, he hit that hard.
It did hit that hard, but St Joseph's through Tom Atkins are going to clear. Tom Atkins just balks. Little chip kick looking for Lovick. Picked it up well, but then dropped it. Good tackle from Roy. And tackles again as it comes out. Eventually, St. Joseph's worked away and got out to Williams. Williams had to go for a hard one there. Goes out wide, and it's going to be Foss. Foss has had a good day. Foss gives it out to... Who's out wide? Reed Adams. Pushes away forward. Doubleton comes out. Kicks it along the boundary line, and it's still in, and it's going to be... Brought back, though, from St. Joseph's. Is it? No, wrapped up, and the umpire's got to be a ball up. He's just got it.
Yeah, has to do that.
Had no choice.
I'm calling it now, Milky. Foss will win the medal.
I think...
I'll
tell you what, it's a good call.
Nah, with that.
Williams is very, very close. I don't know whether you've seen the last couple of minutes. Just
Herbison just limping off, boys.
little handballs.
Herbison just limping off.
Back or hip.
Back by the looks there.
Might be a corky.
Yeah.
Oh, Williams. Stiff arms.
It's just ball in dispute right in front of the box there for South Barwon. Goes to Dan Roy, gets it round the body with his right boot, puts it out Capra, knocks it down. Lovick picks up the crumbs, gets it over to Latore. Latore by hand across to Capra again, spears the pass, puts it out in front, but it's picked off by Mars for South Barwon. Dishes off the handball to Hoare. Hoare goes long. Lovick knocks it down for St. Joey's, and in. Ball in dispute at ground level. Umpire circling. Surely he'll ball this up. He's letting it go. He's got the whistle to the gob and says, no, boys, give it to me. No, he's let it go. He didn't blow it. Gets it across to Raidme. Raidme's wrapped up in the tackle. Ball comes out from Atkins. Bounces right under the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard that says St. Joseph's 13-7-85. Lead South Barwon 5-9-39.
No, you go. No, go, mate.
I'm going to say it again. There's no doubt there's a difference in that rule. They let the ball go for a good 3 seconds longer every time this year.
And so it's been thrown in, and Peloris leads in the race. The ball comes out, and it's going to be wrapped up, and surely this time he'll ball up. Yeah, he does. Lovick's had a good day too, Daniel Lovick.
Yeah, just goes about his job, doesn't he? Yep. Can't believe that Kieran Palioris is down at the VFL right under Tonks' nose every week and can't pronounce his name.
Well, how do you know it's Palioris?
It's Palioris. He's from Colac. They used to own the fish and chip shop in Murray Street where you used to be able to get a potato cake and a bunch of chips for 10 cents.
10 cents. Was that when you were 30?
That's not bad for you. No, actually, when I was 30, it was pounds, shillings and pence. What are you talking about?
So it's right across the other side from the 89.3 Kicks FM, and Buzz is back.
On air as usual. The Buzz.
That's right.
Buzz the pest. He's
Never
the
left.
pest.
Beautiful pickup from St. Joseph's was Haynes, and he tried to bounce it. Just not quite the conditions to be doing that, big fella. Comes out to Hansen. Hansen goes to Mitch Fisher for South Barwon. He steadies, goes inboard and goes to Hoare. Hoare drives it inside 50 for South Barwon. It's 3-on-1 here as Wells tries to get it, but it's going to be marked.
Brady Jackman
just works his way back.
He's been pretty good too.
He has, and he'll go wide out towards the netball courts, and it is taken by Foss.
Measures.
Measures with the socks up.
Him as well.
Yeah. He measures Foss. Measures goes down the line. Oh, mark should have been taken there, I reckon. By Haints, but the ball's finished up out the back by Jackson Davis. Dishes off, gives to Reese. Goes to Reese Hultgren. Bouncing ball. Bounces off the chest of Riley Ferguson, was that? And we will have a ball up right in front of the interchange.
Starting to get dark here, lads.
Yes,
it's hard to
rain
see.
could be returning.
A little bit hard to pick up some of these boys.
Across the other side of the ground, it is hard, but it's going to be thrown up. And that's Davis. Just taps it down. Comes out to St. Joseph's way, and they push it inside the 50. This is Foss, and he's up against Siddle, but Siddle just punches it over the line.
Just around the grounds for the Gateway Hotel. Drysdale kicked 4 goals to 2 in the second quarter as they try to close the gap on Port Arlington. It's 48-33 late in the first half.
Must be windy down there.
It's thrown in. Scarlett gets a little tap out. Roy's at the bottom of the pack. Tries to walk his way through with Jackson Davis. Coming was Raidme. Raidme gets the ball. Kicks along looking for Stewart. So is Jackman's there as well, but so is Lovick, and he's just mopped everything up today as it's cleared. Comes out of defence by McCooler, and it's a mark there. Joey McCooler. He's got wide here. Oh, he went to go wide, and you had...
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
He missed it.
He's had an airy.
Paul Carson looking for his third.
Yep.
Didn't quite get it, and Daniel Measures had an airy on the pocket.
That would have been successive 3-goal hauls.
I think it still could be.
Carson.
Siddle for South Barwon brings the ball back into play. Decides to go short to Lever, who's gone down back, I think, at this stage, because Stewart's gone forward. Lever's kick goes to Dan Roy. Plays on immediately. Gives it across to Double Dam. He goes long in the Richards direction, but the boundary line's the winner. We will have a throw in. Just got to keep fighting here, South Barwon, and not get smashed in this encounter. So just keep that up, Huey. We don't need any more rain. We've had enough for today. Spinning ball. I think I'm calling this because Tonks is not even looking at it. Up they go. Capra wins it. Gets it to Foss. Who were you watching there, Tonks? Foss
looking at Dan Roy.
Over to Dreyer. He then punched forward by Reese. The ball comes out of the pack by South Barwon, goes to Hoare. Takes it and takes off. Goes very, very, very wide. Looking for Tommy Stewart. Can't mark it. Hasn't got the medal. The bouncing ball as he's got Lovick wearing him like a blanket. And we'll have a ball throw in right at the coach's box for South Barwon.
Great contest, Lovick versus Stewart. As it's St Joseph's on the Harley Davidson scoreboard, 13-8-86, South Barwon 5-9-39.
Lovick with the honours so far in the last quarter.
We would say that as the umpire goes to throw it in, but it's not going to happen. Something's happened.
Something's happened.
Central said, nah, try again.
Not good enough.
Yep. And he's going to throw it in again. This time it's going to be Davis going up against Capra.
We've just gone about 12 and a half minutes in this final term as well.
Yeah, and that other around the ground, the real important one, the Anzac Day clash at the G. What's going on there, champ?
Oh,
I'm
we'll
nervous.
have to work on it.
Bouncing ball, trapped by McCullough. McCullough dishes off the handball to the running Jackman. Those little legs are pumping. Hits Peliuris on the chest. It bounces off that massive chest. Goes to Reese. His kick's trapped by Lever. Comes out to Double Dam. In turn, dispossessed was Davey. And ridden into the ground with Peliuris. The umpire says that's okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Paliorus was a bit stiff not to get a free kick for pushing the back.
The only thing they didn't do was put a saddle on him.
Next thing you know, there was 7 of them on him.
Raidme take the resulting free. Good tackle. Raidme plays on. Kicks it along the boundary line. Outside 50 for South Barwon. But might be coming back in through Atkins. No, dived in. The ball will go out of bounce.
And just an update for Milky here. Essendon have taken the lead against Collingwood halfway through the second term.
Yeah, what score?
23-22.
Thrown in. The 2-6ers battle it. Davis wins it ahead of Capra. Davis for South Barwon, that is. Comes over to Williams. Williams wrapped up in a tackle, and the umpire says that's a free against you, and it goes to Dan Roy.
Went the high fend off?
I think so. Dan Roy kicks it wide. Jackman's there for St Joseph's. Sliding in was Robson. Nearly a free. We didn't slide in.
Well, if the other two were,
exactly right, Wally. That was probably the worst one of the lot.
He's actually hurt him.
Didn't pay. It was a direct slide in, straight at him. But not paid, and it's out of bounce. Wing.
Having said that, though, I don't believe I'm saying this. Umpires haven't been too bad.
No, they've been good again. They've been good all season.
Yeah. Let's not get too carried away. As the ball comes out the back to Reese. Reese knocks it forward. It just wrapped up in the tackle. I think that's Doubledom that's wrapped up in that tackle, and we will have a ball up.
Doubledom's actually one out with Paloris, which they've made a one out in the square.
Wasn't Doubledom.
But they've done that on purpose, I think, because they thought that matchup was okay for Palioris.
Yep.
There's Holtgren. Got one in the ribs from Tonks. It'll be the first time he's thrown one because he normally sooks it up. There's ball comes out the back. Good hands. Cross to the running Foss. He taps it into Paul Carson. Gee, they'd cut a sway, those two on the nightclub floor, Carson and Foss. But we'll have a ball in.
Just on that Palieris Double Dam matchup once again. After the first contest, I had the heart in the mouth. I thought, this is fair bit of trouble here. But he's held up.
He has
three contests since. He's been solid.
Rookie of the year last year. Double Dam.
Yep.
Taken by, as someone's down, who's that, Wal? Taken, and the ball's gone out of bounds.
That's that. Ferguson, rather. Riley Ferguson.
Just got one to the head, I think.
He's having trouble getting up, isn't he? So
it's either the head or...
Yeah, no, he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah. La
La Land. Spent a lot of time in La La Land.
You have?
Yeah, know it well.
Just had the old Bobby Allenby night, did you? Milky?
Comes out, Holgren up against Davis, coming through with Atkins, but no, and it's going to be wrapped up. Robson's got a tackle there at the bottom of the pack, and They will all get up. And the umpire quickly throws up Holgren, goes up against Davis. No one really touched it. And again, it doesn't look like it's going to be cleared too quickly, and the umpire may have no choice but to ball this one up as well.
Of course, he rolls on for an extra couple of
Yeah,
seconds.
he just let it go for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Not happy, Herbie. Just Mitch Herbison says, come in and just ball it up, will you?
Trainer's trying to get to Tommy Atkins. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, the ball comes down. He's paid a free kick.
Just to clear it out, I think.
Yep. Free kick goes to Davis. Lukey Davis.
A few tired boys out there. This game's almost stopped to a standstill.
She's cooked. They might as well blow the hooter. It goes wide. Stewart's the mark. Goes over his head. Hasn't really worked moving him down forward. He had the medal while he was down back, but they've taken it off him. And the ball is in dispute right in front of that's the Harley-Davidson scoreboard. Reads St. Joseph's 13.886, South Barwon 5.939. Up they go. Big fist by Hoare for South Barwon. Knocks it to their advantage. Oh, a bit of a party trick there from Tommy Lattori. He gets it out wide across to Dreyer. Dreyer down the line he goes. Ball bouncing in front of Reese for St. Joseph's. The South Barwon player wrapped up in the tackle, and that is Trent Richards. Umpire says, give it to me.
Just tick past 17 minutes in this final term.
Good talk. So it's gone out wide. Kicked for it's Nick Dixon, who's had a good day for South Barwon, but they trail this one. Comes out to Reese. Reese has got Foss. A lot of space there. Foss looks for Williams. It's just got 5 metres on Scarlett, and he says this hole, hold it up at the 50-metre line for St. Joseph's.
Measures, he's ignoring him. Look at Measures. Measures as
he
clear
just
as
said,
you'll
I've
get.
got,
He says, no, I'm having this.
I need a
Get out
goal.
of the way.
He says, I need a goal.
Yeah.
And he goes back, and he has gone back a fair way.
When's the last time
He's gone further back.
When's the last time you reckon he went to a hairdresser this
He's
way?
He keeps going back.
It's a long way back.
Do you reckon he's ever been to a hairdresser?
No.
So in he comes. He's going to kick from about the 50-metre
Have a look at
line, kick into the scoring end. In he comes, Ryan Williams. Puts it up and lets the wind
wide.
do the rest, and it goes straight through the middle.
And I tell
Straight
you what,
through the
if
middle.
Darcy Fort couldn't reach it, no one was reaching it.
First goal for Ryan Williams. He wanted that from the moment he took the mark.
That's
and
a nice kick.
It
He's
was a
kicked that
beautiful
kick.
kick.
Outside 50.
Yep.
Beautiful kick, and that is their 14th.
Let
And
me
he's
tell
got
you
a bit of a
something.
limp up. Look at the limp.
Yeah, he does. Right about where that tat is on the calf, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yep, he's feeling it. So he's St. Joseph's. They've gone to 14-8. 86. Try 92 there.
Try 92, I would suggest.
14-8-92, and they lead South Barwon 5-9-39.
Tonks does have a degree in statistics / numbers, so
Yeah.
And I'll just
Some call it that, others call it counting his till.
just let you know something, that South Barwon haven't scored up one end of the ground yet.
Okay, as Jackson Davis comes in. Oh, Paul Carson fists it away. Paliuris just crashes his way through again, settles, and minor score.
What about Tonks barracking for Paul Carson on the lead then? He was excited. He was up. Wanting him to get his third. I know, I'm all over it.
As it's late now, it's getting late in the last quarter, and St. Joseph's with that point go to 14-9-93, leading South Barwon 5-9-39.
He's pinged him. Siddle's been pinged for going over the line.
And that's on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard. And as I said, South Barwon are yet to score up that top end.
Look, I know rules are rules, but if you ask me, unless they're a foot over the line, just disregard that.
I'm telling you, you watch the Friday night footy, Saturday night footy. The AFL boys go over it by,
Yeah,
you know,
and so they should. You know what I mean? Like, it should be like cricket, where you've got something touching the line.
Yeah.
You're all right. You know, please.
Up they go. Darcy Fort decides to bang it forward, but only into the hands of Hickey, who gets his fourth.
4 goals to Alex Hickey's a
Tell
good
you what,
return.
does that throw him in contention? 4 goals?
Surely.
4 goals today.
From the midfield.
I reckon one more seals it. 4 is in contention.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely in
It's actually
contention.
going to be a tough one to pick.
Who does decide that?
I don't know. Not me. I should be. We should pick it. We should pick it, shouldn't we?
Anyway, on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard, that is the 15th goal to St. Joseph's. They're now 15-9-99, leading now by 10 goals. 5-9-39 South Barwon, and that's pretty significant.
No one would have said this margin.
Not
No
after
one
the first quarter, Milky.
Absolutely.
In fact, Wally changed.
Yeah. Well, he had that-
40-point turnaround for
Yes.
Wally.
He's the only one that changed the massive margin.
That's all right.
That's it. Yep, up they go again. Oh, Fort just wins it with ease. Knocks it down to Dan Roy. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Did they get him high or in the
Yes.
back?
In
Thought
the
he got
back.
him high
I thought
first.
it was high. But
Yep, dished off to Herbison. Good to see him back. He doesn't need to be moving that well. Gets it over to Robson. Robson by hand to Hansen. Back to Robson.
Oh,
Robson's
yeah.
in trouble. Gives it back to Hansen.
gone, mate.
Then goes. He's gone. Umpire says, you gone, Ski.
Indicative there, second half.
Well
that
played
little
by Haynes.
interchange.
Yeah, free kick to Haints, or spears a pass. An ordinary pass goes across to Dan Roy, then goes back to Robson. He's wrapped up in a tackle straight away. Umpire says, no, you threw him into the ground. Brett Jackman. Couple of little blokes there. Have a look at them. They've run through Darcy Fort's legs, these two blokes, Robson and Jackman. And goes Robson down in the forward line. Oh, Lovick. Good use of the body.
Oh, come on. That's not a free.
He'll have a shot here. Fisher.
All right, let's hope they can score up that end.
Yeah, well, haven't scored. Fisher, if anyone's going to get the journey, it'll be him. He goes long into the goal square. Wells took 4 of them out on the way through. Lovick again, out of side, puts it in the Foss direction for mine. He's the medalist.
Don't write Lovick off for the medal. Don't write Lovick off.
Foss, down the line he goes.
That's
Finds
not a bad
Hickey,
call,
who
Larry.
has 4 goals to his name. Could he win the medal? It's not going to be an easy choice.
Let's just pick 10 players.
That's
mate,
it.
Milky.
Williams in the mix.
Williams in the mix. He in turn finds Brand Hayes, who isn't in the mix.
Oh, look
He
at
Davis.
goes,
Oh, the
That's
umpire.
offside.
blocked him.
Davis over the top. He's got one over the top. That roar was because Carson was on his own. Tonks tipped him to kick 3 goals before the game.
By himself.
He was by himself.
And nutmegged.
Amazing scenes.
Yes. So we're going to have a ball in on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard. 99 plays 39, a 10-goal margin here to St. Joseph's.
What about Jackson Davis getting shepherded out of the contest by the umpire?
Comes out, tapped out to Herbison, wrapped up by McCooler, and the umpire says, give it to me. 30 metres out from the St. Joseph's goal.
Comical, that was.
I reckon
Comical.
Tonks was about ready to jump out the window. He's
was,
ready to go.
yeah.
He
Fine,
was
telling
Going to
you.
high five him.
Yes.
Coming through around the neck, and he'll pay it, and that's gone to Reese.
That's also, I didn't like that call either. Rees just pushed
his way forward.
Yeah, he pushed it, and I don't actually think it was high in the end.
Herbison's telling him that as well. But there's nothing he can do now. He's made his decision, Mitch, and Brenton Reese will line up from about 30 or 40 metres out from goal and really shouldn't have much trouble putting this one through.
Now, he's probably not in medal contention, but if you looked at his statistics, he has had plenty of the football. Don't worry about that.
This umpire's come over and told Luke Davis to get out of the way. It's his teammate.
Jackson Davis, he missed it. He
Yeah,
missed
sorry,
it by a
Jackson
long
Davis, yeah.
way, and it's gone through for a point. And that's brought up the 100 for St. Joseph's.
You wouldn't have thought that at the start of the day,
No,
especially in
Siddle.
the conditions we
Not in
saw
the
earlier.
driving rain.
Nah.
Siddle hits Jay Lever.
Been quiet.
Lever, former St Kilda player.
Listed.
Listed.
Ah.
Yeah, I like that, listed.
Comes out to Trent Richards. Oh, it's a great man. Timmy Sherman gives a bit of a wave. How lucky are we?
Yes. How good's he looking?
Yes,
How good's
have a
he
look
looking?
at him.
Oh, and a little nod too.
Yes, comes back to Siddle. Siddle goes to Robson. Robson takes the mark and he's on his bike. Goes straight up the middle. He's got one there. Oh, Herbison doesn't quite get the grab.
Didn't look the
Cleaned
best.
up his mate. Gets it over to Capra for St Joseph's. Brady Jackman can't take the mark. Loose ball over to his teammate there in Keris. Everyone's trying to knock his head off today. Robson picks up the crumbs, sends South Barwon into attack. Running with it. Had a very quiet day, this boy. Haven't called him much.
look at him.
Ethan Baker off the deck.
He missed it.
Clint
He
Wells.
missed
Clint
it.
Wells
He hit
kicks
the
his
post.
Hit the
Hit the
post.
Oh,
post.
he's hit the
Milky.
post.
post.
Wellsy.
He's hit the post from 5. That sums up the day. But they've at least
Wow.
scored up that end. It's been tough for them.
There it is. 1 point in 2 quarters.
15-10, 100 on the Geelong Harley-Davidson scoreboard. St. Joseph's leading South Barwon 5-10, 40. As we said, they just scored up the other end. It's gone to a wing there from the kick out, and it is brought back forward looking for in front of Lovick.
That was Davis.
Was it?
Baker. Sorry, Ethan Baker that was.
And Lovick just brought him to the ground.
Been
The
very
umpire
quiet,
says
Ethan Baker.
it's a free for holding the ball. So Lovick could be in medal contention. Gives it to McCooler. McCooler comes across here to Measures. Measures right in the centre of the ground. He's just got a little chip to Peloris. Where's Carson? Carson in the square. Peloris, you'll find him. You're in the lead. Oh, get out of the way! As Reese gets there. Too crowded
He's still on
then.
his own, look.
Oh, way too
Look, look,
crowded.
look.
He's out there. Hands. Tries to give the hands off, but instead goes goal and kicks a goal himself. A little bit
Haynes.
hungry from Haynes, but he
Yeah.
got it.
He's good around those goals. Don't worry about that, Haynes. He knows where they are, and he found them.
Carson was on his own for 20 minutes then, I reckon.
Wheels have officially fallen off for South Barwon. That was way too easy. I know it's the end of the game, but St Joey's just look like they're running well over the top of the ground.
And they are, as it's developing late. How long gone the last quarter?
Long gone. We've just gone past 26 minutes.
26 minutes gone, and they're now 66 points in front. 16-10, 106, leading South Barwon 5-10-40.
Back in the middle, thanks to our good friends, GJ Gardner home. Bounces there. Atkins tries to crash his way through for St Joey's. Gives it across to Hultgren, who's a definite chance for the medal. He'll definitely be in their best three. Ball comes back to Foss. Foss, kick smothered. Gets it back, though. Goes around the body. Can he get his third? Bouncing ball, he does.
That's just about the middle. That's
Gets his third
goals.
to Hayden Foss. Been a very good game from that boy.
They are running right out of the centre of the ground at the moment, St Joseph's. They've had about 5 clearances in a row, and South Barwon, it's too late, but they've just got to try and bottle it up a little bit for a couple
And
of
it's
minutes.
even better too when you think Tudor went in the first quarter.
So
Holcombe's
there's
done it all day.
one of their VFL boys out. So they had 4. There's 1 gone.
Geelong Harley Davidson scoreboard. They now lead by 72 points in the Anzac Day clash here at 89.3 Kicks FM.
And just quickly around the grounds for the Gateway Hotel, Inverleigh doing a job on Bellpost Hill, while North Geelong also getting it done against Anarchy.
In the middle, Davis
So
just wins the
get the
tap.
important one, please. Joe Root.
It's going to be a free kick.
Where's
The
he pinged it
umpire's
from?
called it from a long
He
way
called
away.
it from 100 metres away.
He said, I need to give a free to Dan Roy here. So he does. Dan Roy for South Barwon kicks it, looking for Tom Stewart. Had to sit there, but Lovick over the top. Just clears again, as he's done all day. Gives it to Holgren. Holgren gives it across, and they've come out of the back line. St Joseph's threw McCullough into the middle. McCullough goes to Davis.
Is he a chance? Where is he?
Davis couldn't quite mark it. Good, well done by Reece Woods. Has kicked it forward to Brendan Reese. Rushing forward for St Joseph's. He's got, don't tell me who's
look at
Don't
this!
tell me it's Paul Carson's got it. He has it, chasing his third.
2 goals, 2 he
At
has.
the 20, and Wallace has just ducked his head. He's not a happy camper here, Glenn Wallace. At the 27.5-minute mark,
It's always going to happen in junk time.
he comes in.
Just
into
gone
junk.
over 28 minutes.
Hasn't kicked it yet, but you'd think
Here
he
he
would from
comes.
35. Puts it up. Coming.
Golden Boy hasn't moved.
Coming.
hasn't
There's his third.
Oh.
3 goals there, Glenn Wallace.
As Ian Tompkins does a lap of honour. Man, he can...
He called Paul Carson kick 3 at the start of the day, and guess what? At the 27.5-minute mark, he does.
You know what would be fitting now is if the hooter went right
Well,
now.
it might. St Joseph's now 18 goals, 10, 118, and it is is it a rout?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a rout
definitely.
now, as it's now South Barwon 5-10-40, and that is now 78 points.
9 goals for the year for Paul Carson now. A great return after 3 games.
I hope he gets another one, because 4, you're not right if he
I
gets
said
4.
3 plus if
Oh,
you go to the
did
tape.
ya?
3
Oh.
plus.
Did you?
At least 3.
I
here
reckon
we
you're
go.
making that up.
I reckon he did too.
Don't think so.
Oh, you
He's
can't-
going to the tape. He's going to the tape.
Ah,
Yeah.
you added that this
Yeah.
quarter. Yeah.
As Dan Roy in the middle for the captain of South Barwon gives it across to Jay Lever. Didn't play for St Kilda, only listed, I've been just told by some of his detractors. He spears it into Benny Raidme. Raidme passes off, good pass to Mitch Fisher. Distance will not be a problem here.
Not Mitch Fisher.
No, it's double Dan.
Double there, mate.
Oh, double Dan. I thought just assumed it was him. He goes back and finds... Who's he found? He's found Jay Lever.
Slightly different physiques there, Milky.
And they need a goal here. They've kicked 1 point in this last quarter, and St Joseph's have kicked 7-4.
One thing I will say is Dan Roy for South Barwon has not
Has
stopped
been
trying
fantastic,
all
hasn't
day,
he?
has he?
Yep.
He has.
And you can actually add Herbison and Raidme to that as well. However, as a midfield group, they have been well beaten.
Lever comes in. Can he put South Barwon's first goal up to that end of the ground for the
Misses.
game?
Nah,
No. He can't.
His
So
first score.
he kicks a point, and they go to 5-11-41, 77 points behind a rampant St Joseph's side here, as leading up to the final siren, Milky.
That is, as Haints gets Heinz, or just sauce bottle, as the bottle of sauce we'll call him.
Oh, dead horse.
Dead or Spilleva throw in on the outer side. 118 plays 40. This is
41.
Wouldn't have. I certainly wouldn't have ever picked that sort of margin. Up they go. Davey knocks it down. Hasn't stopped trying, as we mentioned. Dan Roy. Ball comes out wide to Double M. Almost runs past it. Goes good enough to go back and get it as the big hooter goes on the final score on the the Geelong Harley Davidson scoreboard. 18 goals, 10, 118 is St Joseph's 2. I can see what you're trying to do. 5. What is it?
5-11.
5-11, 41, South Barwon. Comprehensive win here to St Joey's. We might take a break now, I think, and then we'll come back, give everyone a chance to load their guns, and we'll give the Buzz a chance to get hold of someone and have a chat to them. Kicks, Country Footy, FM 89.3. We'll take a break and come back with a summary.